What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are doing a little Q&A for you all today with none other than DC, Mark, myself. We got a few questions off of Instagram and off of YouTube. We're just going to answer these questions while we're trying to catch a couple big fish. So how we're going to do this is we're going to have the questions pop up on the screen and then we're just going to answer. Absolutely. That is one big expense being a professional angler. We travel all over the place, but we also have, I have a license for Alabama, state, a license, yearly license for a lot of the places that I travel to. So especially, New York, Alabama, Canada, some of those places that I try to travel to and have a lot of fun. Minnesota, I have yearly license. If we have a tournament, a lot of times what will happen is we'll just have like a 7-day license or something like that. Now, what would be awesome is if somewhere, some way, there was a whole nation, the whole United States, a license that covered the whole United States, so wherever you went, that'd be awesome to get that. But as of right now, it's individual by state, and so we have to buy them individually. All right, guys. You see?
My PB.
Personal best. Let's do smallmouth and largemouth.
Let's do all three. I'm gonna do all three.
Oh, spots too.
I'm gonna start with a largemouth. I'm just gonna throw out. I know for a fact I caught 10-5.
You weighed him in?
I weighed him.
Weighed him. 10-5.
Not in a tournament. I weighed him. 10-5.
Hang on. Bro, y'all ain't see that thing?
I didn't see it.
It's just under the water right there.
It's just under the water.
We were about to die.
Oh, so let's redo that.
That other one was twice the size of that one.
Yeah, it was big.
All right, personal best. For me, largemouth, 10-5.
10-5.
10-5. Smallmouth, 7. I've caught
7?
Dude, I'm telling you, I didn't weigh him, but on the St. Lawrence River, where we're at right now, up the pool, up the way, I promise you, I caught one last year, a 7 yard.
Yeah.
I caught a 570 today, and I know he was 2 pounds bigger than him. He was a biggin'. And the biggest spotted bass in everybody's minds when we blowed. Oh, he's lying. 763.
Oh.
Spotted bass. River. If you've ever been there, you need to go. River got them.
Man, you trying to you putting it on blast?
I've caught 4 7-pound spotted bass there.
Cool.
And it's cold out here.
You have a bite? Nuh-uh. We're talking PBs, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start off largemouth. Of course. Oh, I thought I had one. I ain't had one. Largemouth, California Delta. Of course, we're growing big out west, man. I got 1152. I got an 1140. And I got one, my next biggest is a 1014, but 1152 is my biggest.
Trying to put us all on
blast? No, I'm just letting you guys know how many biggins the California Delta got.
Unbelievable.
Smallmouth, I call my PB smallmouth, just like DC here on the St. Lawrence River.
And I got one right now.
And Jay Wills has got one.
I bet it's a 4 pound.
And it's probably a biggin. No, it's not. It's a little one. I don't know. Hey, spotted bass, I don't even want to talk about it. Probably like a 4.5 pounder. So that ain't too big.
Oh! The size of your smallmouth.
Oh, the smallmouth was a 515. I'm sorry, 515. Right at 6.
Ooh, when you bow flip them, I ain't good. A heck of a lot bigger than that. Listen, I've caught a lot of 6-pound smallmouth. So for me, real simple. Biggest smallmouth I've ever caught was 6.25, and it was on the St. Lawrence River too. Big. Big one. And I weighed him. I remember Mark telling me a story of one he caught up on Lake Huron, and he swears it was a 7.
I swear to God, look. I didn't bring that into the whole PB because I didn't get an official weight on it. But the biggest smallmouth I ever seen was out on Lake Huron. I guarantee you it was over 7 pounds. I caught it.
7 pounder. So Mark's got a 7 pounder. I got a 6 1/4. DC said he's got a 7, but he didn't weigh it. So, I mean,
on the low end, it's 6.5.
6.5. Okay, so we all got 6 plus pounders. Spotted bass, biggest spotted bass that I've caught. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but I was actually on Lake Martin. Mark and I were down there pre-practicing for that. You remember that? The biggest spotted bass, he's probably a 4.5 pounder. I didn't even have a scale for him. He's about 4.5, wasn't he? I'd say he's about 4.5. That's the biggest spotted bass I ever caught, 4.5 pounder. And then largemouth, I flipped up a gosh dang biggin, a biggin. Flipped him up.
10.
12.38.
Oh, you full
in Florida.
Now.
Hey, I'm talking, I swear to you, I flipped like 7 boat lengths into a mat, and he got on the fall. I was like, there ain't no way. I thought I had alligator.
Your nose is getting bigger by the minute.
All right, Pinocchio. All right, Pinocchio. All right, y'all know in the fall, it's a transition time of year, but by far my favorite bait to throw in the fall is a topwater, a buzz bait. Accent, it's my signature series buzz bait. That's by far my favorite thing to throw, and probably one of the best lures to catch them on in the fall.
Fall, jerkbait, all day long. Jerkbait. I love throwing top water, but I throw a jerkbait anywhere I go.
I'm gonna keep it real easy, simple, and basic. Fall time, transition, a lot of bait fish getting active. It's really, really hard to beat a trap. Very versatile. You can fish a high in the water column, down 20, 25 plus foot. Catch a lot of fish in the fall on trap.
When am I bringing Olivia to Ohio? Ooh. You know, I'll be deer hunting this fall up in Ohio, so that is definitely when Olivia's gonna have to slide up and hang out. You know, Alicia, when I first met her, she was in Columbus, and so we have a lot of friends up that way. And so you got to stop in Columbus, check out them Blue Jackets. Obviously, my wife's a big Ohio State grad, loves Ohio State, so yeah, we'll be heading up to Ohio.
Supper. You know they from the South.
Let me tell you what I'm eating for supper right now. I'm eating lunch, which is pizza.
Having it delivered?
I'm having it delivered to the boat ramp because I'm starving. If it were me, I mean, both lakes are unbelievable. But if you want to catch real big ones, Lake Jordan.
I couldn't hear, what did you say?
Poutine, Poutine.
Poutine.
What is that?
It's a food dish. It's like French fries, gravy, and other stuff. It's like
I
a
got
Canadian.
French fries and gravy yesterday.
It's a Canadian dish. So you did have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even know I had that. I got French fries and gravy last night. Remember that?
No.
I had gravy with my fries.
It's poutine. It's a Canadian thing.
I haven't had it yet. Sounds good though, I need to try it.
This one's for all y'all. Who's the best cook?
Hey, it's a tight race between me and Mark.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we all know where I'm not quite there.
Tight
I'm
race
learning.
between
I'm
Mark.
gonna get there one day, but I'm not quite there. I'm gonna get there one day, but I'm not quite there. I'll vote because they're both biased themselves. If I had to have someone cook me a meal, it'd probably be Mark. But even though DC did make the best steak this of the years.
God, them steaks are so good. That thing was good, big dog.
What is your go-to pond lure?
Y'all know the number one all around bait, in my opinion, for a pond is a stick bait. By far.
Yes, that's a good choice.
Log, Guggen Baits makes a lunker log. There's several of them out there, but that's my go-to by far. Is if I had one Texas rig him, you can wacky rig him. It just they flat out catch him. So that lunker log would be number one.
I'll say like a soft jerk bait, like a fluke style bait. You go work him around, you catch you some bass.
Man, I'm gonna have to kind of go with Jay Wills on this one for the ponds. Them stick baits are hard to beat, man. A lot of different varieties out there. I like to throw a Zinkers by Z-Man, but whatever style of stick bait you like, you can fish it on top, you can fish it on the bottom. Like you said, you can wacky rig it. It's pretty versatile. Fish it through scum, you know, cheese. Do a lot with it.
You can make them a topwater frog.
Favorite state to fish in?
All right, favorite state to fish in for me, I'm gonna go with New York. That's my favorite in my opinion.
That's a good one.
Excluding Oneida.
yeah.
Me and Oneida don't get along. Even though I got a
Oneida
second
beat
place
us
there,
up.
I don't like it.
No, I got to go with Cali, man. I'm a West Coast guy. None of these guys have been out west either, so their opinions don't include California. So
True.
let me throw Cali in there and just say it's definitely number one for me.
Alabama. You know that was coming straight Alabama, baby. Alabama got the best fishing in the world, man.
Alabama. Alabama.
Y'all's favorite song and favorite crankbait color?
Oh, Mark.
That's tough, man. We like so
I
many
know.
songs.
I say. I get on little kicks. You know. That was one right there.
That was one.
Yep. I get on some kicks. Country. I'm big on country. I love country, but I've got off that a little bit in the past. I don't know.
I know it's so hard, man. I guess you got to go with something real classic. You know what I mean? Like, got to always stand the test of time.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Probably need to go by artist and not just song.
yeah. We can do that.
Can we change up their questions? Can we redirect the fans' questions with a question?
All right. So the question was, what's our favorite song? We're gonna tweak that one a little bit to what's our favorite art. So right now, I'm just like, you know, I've been on a little kick of Benzanji. Obviously, I love multiple, but right now that's the one I'm on. If I had to pick one, I'm just gonna go with what I feel like right now. I'm not gonna say that's the best, but I'm gonna say what's the kick I'm on right now.
All right, for me, I'm a hardcore hip hop dude. Man, and even within that, it makes it really difficult to just pick an artist. But I'm gonna go with my all-time favorite, Nas. Can't never go wrong with that.
I'm about to hit y'all. I'm about to mix it up. I like country. I like rock. I like rap. Everything. But if I had to pick, I can't hardly pick just one. I'm gonna say 2 different genres. I like Ryan Bingham.
All right.
Any Ryan Bingham fans out there? You know what I'm talking about? South Side of Heaven.
Country?
That is, yeah, that's kind of country, yeah. And Blau, which you say 3LAU, Blau. They got some good stuff.
Okay, favorite crankbait color for me, if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with the old standard. Probably Live River Shad, if I'm fishing like a shad pattern. And that's in like a DT series. That's probably my favorite crankbait color, just as far as if they're really on shad.
All right, I'm a crawfish cat. Of course, I love stained water, off-colored water, and I love my reds. So I'm gonna go with another old tried and true, old color. That's called 46R is the number, but it's called red crawfish.
That is the juice.
All right, I'm gonna keep it real simple. Sexy shad. That's it. Take sexy shad anywhere you go, you get a bite.
You have 2 hours, any lake in the United States to catch a 3-pounder. What are you throwing and where?
3-pounder, that's a big sum going on the Ohio River. You might win the whole Derby with a dang 3-pounder. 2 hours, any lake in the United States. I'm going to Bill Dance's stock pond. That's where I'm going.
Throwing anything.
I'm going to throw a dang topwater because I like throwing topwater. And I'm going to catch about freaking 10 of them in that time. They're probably going to be 5 and 6 pounders.
2 hours. I'm on the California Delta again. I just love the Delta.
Man, dobbing.
And I'm throwing, no, I ain't dobbing. I'm actually throwing a chatterbait. Outside weed edges, sparse toolies. Hang on.
Ooh, 2 hours on any lake?
Yeah, in the United States.
I'd be on Lake Mitchell, my home lake, throwing a topwater bait. That's what I've been doing.
As long as the water's above 60.
In the boat, Jay Wills. When
2
you come
more.
down to Alabama, they just disappear.
How do you cover your hooks when pre-fishing for a tournament?
Biggest thing that I do, if I'm throwing like a single hook bait, like a spinner bait, chatterbait, anything like that, I'll actually get some shrink wrap and I'll literally put that shrink wrap over the hook and then I'll put a lighter to it and then mold it around the hook. And then that way you don't have to bend your hooks in on your spinner baits and your buzz baits and all that stuff, because that bait can be just, you can just cut that shrink wrap off and you're good to go. So the shrink tubing is basically this little black, tubing that you can get it pretty much anywhere, like a Lowe's or Home Depot. Really easy to do that. So that's number one. Number two, I'll bend my hooks in on my crankbaits a little bit, but that can be a little bit tough throwing treble hook baits. And then if I'm throwing a topwater, I'll bend my hooks in as well. So that's normally what I'll do. And then on the only other thing that I will say, if I'm flipping soft plastics, I use a hitchhiker, and that's a great way to do it, where you're not going to hook them, and especially places where you feel like they're spawning and you can't see them. That's a great way you're not going to hook those fish, and you can go back and catch them the next day.
What is each of your best tournament memories before MLF?
Favorite tournament memory? Look, so you probably gonna get this out of these other 2 boys too, but my favorite tournament memory gotta be on Ross Barnett when I won the Elite Series tournament. Had a real tough day that final day. I caught one biggin, a 5.5 pounder. Got him in the boat, won the Derby. Favorite memory.
All right, for me, man, I'm gonna take it all the way back to the beginning. 2013 when I won a TBF National Championship, and the reason I picked that, that's not like my biggest win or anything like that, but I picked that win because in that moment, because that's what got me to where I am today. That's what got my career started. That's what got everything going. And so without that one victory, there would be nothing after that. I wouldn't be sitting here talking with you guys right now. So TBF 2013, Grand Lake of the Cherokees, that's my pick.
Man, that's a tough one. It has so many different places, so many different memories. But if I had one tournament memory is the Forestwood Cup. It was the final day. I was having a tougher day, and I caught like 8 pounds. And I remember seeing this fish on this one bluegill bed, and I roll up in there and I got an hour left to go, and I throw a prop bait out there and I twitch it, and the fish comes up underneath it. And normally on topwater fish, they don't bite it like when it's sitting still like a lot. Like it's harder to get those fish to react, especially this bluegill fish, because those fish are actually looking at like, really on the bluegill spawn fish. I was getting close to the boat. I knew I couldn't bring it any further without the fish seeing me, and the fish just came up and engulfed it all. And it was a 4+ pounder, the biggest fish I had that day. And to win the Forestwood Cup, $500,000, 21 years old. I mean, that was the moment that did it all. All right. DC,
Hello?
Yeah, you are from Louis?
Yes, sir.
What was the Marina 200 at the Civic Complex?
It's the marina near the bridge. No, 1 second. It's
Okay, I'm coming now, so okay,
All right.
I call you back.
all right. See you. All right, look, I gotta close this thing on out one time.
It can't be that.
I'm gonna close this thing on out one time.
Yeah, we gotta go grab some pizza.
Look, we gotta grab some pizza. Look, I'm tired. Look, I'm starving. It's like 2 o'clock. And look, we gotta get us some food. Gotta get a little more energy. Oh, we're closing the Q&A out?
Yeah.
All right, Q&A closeout. How we gonna do this? What we got on the dock waiting on us?
Hey, we gotta go get these pieces, man.
Look, we
I'm
got
hungry.
pizza. We hungry. We've been answering these questions. It's been
Bro,
killing us.
I'm already down here ready to go. I'm just waiting.
All right, look, we're gonna
close
close this thing on out. We gotta get some pizza, and I want to keep talking, but I ain't. So we'll holler at y'all next time.